Hey everyone, my name is Megan. I am new to YouTube and I don't know what I'm doing. So, if you can get through this awkward tutorial video, rambling weirdness, whatever you want to call it, I will show you how to do this look. If you like it, please like and subscribe, share it, tell everybody. I'd appreciate it. And no mean comments, please. I am new. So, thanks for watching. So what I'm going to do first is take my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I'm just going to squeeze a little bit on my hand, about that much, and I'm just going to rub it into my face. And down onto my neck a little. Okay, and next I'm going to be taking my Lancôme Teint Miracle foundation, and it's in the shade 110 Ivory, and I'm putting it onto my Kat Von D foundation brush, and I'm just going to squeeze some on there and dot it onto my face. And then down onto my neck. And then I'm just going to blend that in. All over my face. And then down onto my neck. You can probably hear The Office in the background, because that is forever on my TV. I just finished this series again this morning for like the 17th time. Exaggeration, but not really. And I bawled my eyes out like a baby. Again. Okay, so next I'm going to be taking my Shape Tape from Tarte in the shade Fair Beige. And I'm going to dot it under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, my cupid's bow, my chin, and under my cheekbones. And then just blend this out. And then I'm taking my little tiny blender. I believe this is from Makeup Techniques. And I'm just going to blend it in. Sorry if you also hear a leaf blower in the background. I think my neighbor is blowing around grass or something, because no leaves on the ground yet. So that's what that noise is. And then I like to take my fingers and blend that in the rest of the way, just because my fingers are warm and it melts the makeup down into my skin. Okay, and next I'm going to be taking my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in Light, because I'm pale as fuck, and just a big Royal & Langnickel powder BMD 100 brush, and it's in my favorite color. And I'm just going to rub this powder all over my face. Next, I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I actually don't use like a pomade or a gel or anything like that. I just use eyeshadow because my eyebrows aren't sparse really, so I just like to fill them in with eyeshadow. And I'm just taking a Morphe angled brush and dipping into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette and dipping into the color Hot Chocolate. So I just saturate the brush and I start in the middle of my eyebrow and work my way out, and then I'll fill in the front when I'm done with that, just because I don't want all of the product to be in the very front of my eyebrows because that looks ratchet. So I just go in and lightly feather it up and blend it into the middle part. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the other one, same exact way. And this eyebrow actually is more sparse than the other one. It kind of stops growing right here and it looks really stupid. And that's another reason why I just use eyeshadow, because when I use like a gel type pencil to fill it in, you can totally see that there are no brow hairs there and it looks really freaking dumb. And then it doesn't like to fill in very well right here either. Okay. Okay, so I'm done with that part. And I don't set them until I'm done with my whole face. Okay, yeah. So next thing I'm going to do is prime my eyelids, and I like to use the Clinique Touch Base for Eyes in the shade 26 Canvas Light. If I can open it, this is what it looks like. And I always just use my finger. And I focus it on the lid, but I will feather it up. I guess blend it up into my brow bone. And then the other eye. Okay. Alright, so let's do the eyeshadow. I am taking my Pastel Goth palette from Kat Von D. And I am taking an angled crease brush from Morphe. And I'm dipping into this Clementine color here. And I'm just going to put this into my crease. And then I'm going to dip into the Star Yellow, which is right next to it, just a little bit, and blending into the Clementine that I just put in my crease. Next, I'm going to use a color from my Z palette that I made. It's all Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and the color I'm going to be using is Pillow Talk. It looks pink in the pan, but when you put it on your eyelid, it is the prettiest purple color, and it just looks really nice. So dipping into that, I just rub that all over my lid. And then doing the same thing on the other eye. And this brush I'm using is a Morphe brush. It's kind of just like a packing shadow brush, and I actually use this brush all the time. My Morphe brushes don't have numbers on them because I did buy it in a kit, which I believe is still on their website, but I bought it like over a year ago, so I don't know if it's the same brushes or if they're different. But now I'm going to put a color over this, like in my crease, but between the purple and the orangey colors. And I'm using my Masquerade palette by Juvia, and these colors are freaking insane. Just look, I mean, and they swatch beautifully. So I am going to be dipping into this, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Cairo color, just a little bit, and I am putting it onto my lower crease into that purpley color. Just to give the eyes some more definition. Now the other side. I hope the camera's focused. If not, I'll be pissed. And I don't even know if it's still recording. So that'll be interesting. Obviously, I'm new to this, if you couldn't tell. I've been wanting to make YouTube videos for a while, and I always have an excuse not to, but I figured today I would give it a go. I made a YouTube video 2 years ago for the NYX competition, and they didn't pick me, but that's okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is take a little tiny smudger brush from Real Techniques. It's called an accent brush, actually. It's this little teeny one. And going back into the Masquerade palette, I am taking this pink color called Bori, and I'm just going to line my bottom lashes with it all the way to the corner of my eye, inner corner, and then I'm gonna smudge it out a little bit lower on the outer corner. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Okay. And then I'm going to take my crease brush again that I used for the orange, and I just wipe it off on my hand because I'm ratchet. And I'm dipping into the Masquerade palette again, the color Makeda. It's this really beautiful purple color, and I'm just going to go over that pink with that and blend it out. And the other eye. Sorry, I make dumb faces when I put makeup on. Okay. And And then I am going to dip into that Masquerade palette again with a teeny tiny Morphe brush. Also from that same kit. It is just like kind of like a little triangular pointed little tiny brush. And I'm dipping into Giza just a little bit. And I'm putting that on my brow bone to highlight my brows. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is get my Kat Von D eyeliner. If I can find it. It is the Tattoo Eyeliner-Trooper. It is my favorite go-to eyeliner. I use this every single time I do my makeup. And I just start in the outer corner and draw a little bit of a line and then pull up from the corner to create that wing. And I usually take it all the way into my inner corner, but I'm going to stop where my lashes pretty much stop because I am going to be putting lashes on. So just filling in that line. And then the same thing with the other eye. Obviously, you don't want to be lopsided. And then I have to go back to this eye because I actually like this wing a lot, but it is significantly smaller than that eye, which always happens. So I just have to like kind of go back in and overdraw this wing now, which is super fucking annoying. But now they're pretty much even. They're never exactly even, because that is impossible, and it's also really freaking annoying. So, now that that step is over, I am going to be taking my NYX Chromatic Illuminating Powder Highlighter in Snow Rose, and I just rub my pinky through it a little bit, and then I am taking my Evian Facial Spray water, and I'm just spraying a little bit onto my finger so it gets wet, and then placing it in my inner corner. And then I go back over while my finger is still wet, and I put some more on. I put more in the inner corner to make it pop. And then I do the same thing on the other side. Obviously. And I just like using my finger because I feel like it fits better in that little area than a brush does. I mean, sometimes I'll use a brush, but I usually end up going over it with my finger. Okay, so after that is done, I like to curl my eyelashes because if I don't, they'll be straight out. So I just curl them a little bit since I'm putting fake eyelashes on. I'm not gonna go major dramatic with the real ones. Okay, and then I just like to rub my finger through it to separate them. I don't know if this actually does anything, but whatever. So I'm using my Sieur Big Mascara from Lancôme. It's just a little baby sample size from Macy's. So I'm going to just put that on my top lashes and also my bottom lashes. And then I just put some more on the top. Now you can just leave it like this if you don't like fake eyelashes. I usually don't wear fake eyelashes, to be honest, because I have like really sensitive skin and eyes, so I feel like after the eyelashes are on for a couple hours, my eyes get super irritated and I just want to rip my face off. So I usually don't wear eyelashes unless I'm going out somewhere fancy, which usually never happens either because I'm a homebody and I never fucking go anywhere at all. So yeah, you can skip the eyelashes if you want, or not. And it's impossible not to make a face when you are putting mascara on, especially your bottom lashes. Okay. Now while that's drying, I am going to put blush and highlight on. So I am taking my MAC blush in the shade Melba. And my favorite blush brush, I don't even know where it's from. It's an angled blush brush. The name got rubbed off of the handle because I used it so much. So you're just going to put that on the apples of your cheeks and blend up and out. I like to go up in this area a little bit. I don't know why. My mom just always taught me to do that. So I do that. Now on the other side. And then I put some on my forehead, the tip of my nose, and my chin just because I'm pale as all get out and I like to have color on my face, not just on my cheeks, but in other places too. So that's what she said. Anyways, for my highlight, I am using the Tarte Pro Glow, and I am using the shade Stunner, and I'm just using my middle finger and putting it right there. And I like to go up and around my eyebrow on that too. So just blending that all out. And then on the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose a little bit. And my Cupid's bow. I like to go crazy on my Cupid's bow. Okay, now that that's done, I am going to put lashes on now. I have 4 pairs of eyelashes, and they're in this cute little eyelash case, so I don't know the name of any of them, but they're all House of Lashes. And this one is my favorite pair. They're like little wispy, they look like fairy wings, or butterfly wings is what they remind me of, but I don't know. They're not from the Tinkerbell collection, I know that. But I am using the glue from the Tinkerbell collection. So I'm just going to put glue all over the band like you usually would. And I like to put extra glue in the corners. And then I just like to go like this, bending the band to conform my eye. Conform to my eye. English. And letting it dry. I don't take 30 seconds to let it dry because I'm a rebel and I don't care. So then you just place it on your lash line, and a lot of people use a tool or tweezers. I usually don't until I put it on, and then I will pull the corner on both ends of my eye, so like the inner and outer corner, to make sure they're placed down properly, and then I squeeze the lash to my real lashes. So dramatic compared to that. Yeah. So then I'm taking the other one, doing the same damn thing. And you probably hear birds outside too. For some reason, my backyard is filled with birds all the time. And it's super freaking annoying at 5 in the morning when all the freaking birds just decide to come out and yell at each other. The left one went on easier than the right one, and that never happens. Okay, so now that that's done, I don't know what lip color to put on. I usually do a liquid lipstick, so let's use one of those. Okay, I will be taking the Bare Minerals Slay is what the shade is. It's the Bare Minerals liquid lipstick, I guess. There's nothing on it but Bare Minerals, so. And I already have Carmex on my lips. I always have Carmex on my lips. My lips are dry, my skin's dry. So Carmex is the only thing that works for my lips. Okay, so that is complete. One more step, 2 technically. I'm taking the NYX Faux Whites in the White Smoke shade. It's kind of like a lavender purpley. And I'm putting that in my waterline just to open that up a little bit, make it pop more. Okay, and then I am taking my Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray and shaking it and just spray it all over your face. Dry it out. Okay. So that is the completed look. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for going through and watching my awkward ass video, because this is my first time and I have no clue what I'm doing, as you can probably tell. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, share it, tell your friends, your mom, your dad, I don't care who, but thanks, I'd appreciate it. Bye guys.